So what are the possible punishment ranges for drug charges here in Tarrant County? Again, really depends on what you're charged with. There are all sorts of narcotics on the street these days. Some not that serious. Marijuana, for example. Some would say it's been decriminalized. Not so much in Tarrant County. You're still going to get arrested. You're going to go to jail. You're going to be facing a Class B misdemeanor or higher, but relatively low on the pain scale when we think about what the potential punishment range could be for drugs. Then non-marijuana, non-tetracannabinoids or THC is going to be classified into what we call a penalty group. There are penalty groups 1 through 4. With 1 being the most serious, 4 being the least serious. And there's also schedules within those penalty groups, 1A, 1B. You'll find the entire list in the penal code that'll list out specifically which drugs fall under which penalty group. Why is it important? Well, they carry different punishment ranges based upon the weight. So when we look at common street drugs like cocaine, ecstasy, methamphetamine, those are all going to be classified as penalty group 1. If we're looking at penalty group 1, which is going to be the most serious, then we look at it in terms of grams. That is going to be the weight of the drug. Now, I want to make sure you understand something, and this is incredibly important. The weight of the drug is not just the pure substance. It's any adulterant or diluent. Let me tell you what that means in terms that you'll understand. If you have 1 gram of fentanyl and you get pulled over and you pour that 1 gram of fentanyl into a 64-ounce Coke, big gulp, you now have 64 ounces of fentanyl, okay? So you want to be really, really careful with, if you are in possession of any narcotics, how those narcotics are stored, and that you don't tamper with any evidence and unfortunately make it a larger weight by your own actions. When we're looking at the weight of a drug, anything on a penalty group 1 that is under 1 gram is going to be what we call a state jail felony. A state jail felony has a range of punishment of 180 days to 2 years in the state jail. It is going to be probation eligible unless you have some prior conviction that prevents you from probation. If you have a 1 gram to 4 gram amount of the same substance within that penalty group 1, you're looking at a 3rd degree felony. 3rd degree felonies face a range of punishment of 2 to 10 years. Of course, that is without enhancements for manufacturing or delivering or prior convictions. If you have a penalty group 1 drug in the range of 4 grams to 200 grams, so large range, we're now clearly out of the personal use category, then you're going to be enhanced to a 2nd degree felony. That 2nd degree felony could face a punishment of 2 to 20 years in prison, up to a $10,000 fine, although to be honest, they hardly ever institute that if you're going to prison. If you have over that 200 gram amount in a penalty group 1, you are inherently going to be looking at a manufacturing and delivering, but you're going to be looking at a 1st degree charge of 5 years to 99 years or life with parole. Now, it can get incredibly complicated past this point, and it would be way too much for me to try to explain. But there are different enhancements that I want you to be aware of. The main enhancement is going to be for manufacturing and delivering a substance. This argument can be made that you're manufacturing and delivering if the evidence shows that you are in fact delivering the substance, you have dope notes on you, you have something in your cell phone that indicates a buy and sell. If there's a currency transaction of any kind, that is going to be considered evidence of manufacturing and delivering. The amount or the weight of the drug that you have in your possession can also be intrinsic evidence of manufacturing and delivering. For example, it would be a very difficult argument to make that if you have 15 grams of cocaine on your person, but that is going to be for your personal use. That would be more than anybody could ingest in a single sitting without going into cardiac arrest. So those are a couple of things to think about when you're looking at enhancements for manufacturing and delivering. The other enhancements that come up a lot in drug cases are called punishment enhancements. And those punishment enhancements are based upon your prior convictions. Your prior convictions can include 1 or more state jail felonies or 1 or more prison trips. If you've ever been to prison on a case, any type of case, before you're charged with a 3rd degree or higher felony drug offense in Tarrant County, you can bet you'll be slapped with a repeat offender charge. That repeat offender enhancement will increase your range of punishment by 1 full degree. So if you are 3rd degree, in terms of the weight of your drugs, you are now enhanced to a 2nd degree felony because you are now considered a repeat offender. If you have, however, been to prison twice at the time that you're charged with your drug offense, then you are what's called a habitual offender. And a habitual offender will increase your minimum time in prison to 25 years, maximum being life. So even if you have cocaine in the amount of 1.5 grams, which would normally be a 3rd degree felony, if you have twice been to prison before, you are now considered a habitual offender and could be looking at a minimum 25 years to life in terms of punishment. Now, it's important to note note that all punishment enhancements, and really any type of enhancement you could see on a case like this, are waivable. That means that as part of negotiations, the defense attorney could ask and the prosecutor could agree to waive that enhancement entirely, which would bring you back down to your charged offense. This type of punishment and the punishment ranges vary dependent upon the penalty group of the drug. As I said earlier, we have penalty group 1, penalty group 2, penalty group 3, penalty group 4, and then your tetracannabinoids or your THC marijuana products would be outside of the penalty group range. If you have any other questions about what it looks like to be charged with a drug offense in Tarrant County and what potential punishment you could face, give us a call at Varghese Summersett, 817-203-2220. We'll explain it all to you.